If you look at CPSN and care plans in the United States, the number of care plans being submitted by Pioneer, they almost need to put us on a different graph, because the number of care plans submitted in the United States is like this for Pioneer, and the next closest guy is like this. And the reason that is best described by a story. So Troy and his group went to a pharmacy and said, "You're doing an amazing job of submitting care plans and doing your care plans. They look amazing. What are you doing?" And their answer was, "We didn't know we were submitting care plans." They were doing their normal job of documenting MedSync and documenting stuff with their patients, and the system was putting that together in a good care plan. So they were doing good pharmacy. They were documenting what they were doing, but they didn't even know they were submitting care plans. So how do we take that to the front end because if I have a big class on here's how to do your point of sale reports, 50 people show up maybe out of 45,000. So we have to figure out, how do we take some of your ideas and things and how do we make them almost fall into that accidentally? And how can we throw that information in front of their face? How can we, go ahead.
Ask for a champion in every store. No volunteers. I don't want to volunteer. I want someone who's champion who's excited about this. And you'll find one. Maybe not in every store, but I've learned a lesson. I'll give little pep talks, and I don't mean to minimize them, to employees for 44 years, and I'm thinking, I'm not getting anywhere and asking for volunteers. So I was with my good friend Boydie in Ennis, and he's got multiple stores, and I said, your store doesn't have a hero or a champion. They just do their job. They're great people. But if you want to sell more pharmaceutical grade vitamins, you need a champion. You need someone to own this. I own a POS system. I'm going to be the champion. And it takes the burden off the pharmacist or the owner. And that's, to me, raise your hand if you want to be a champion. The rest of you had leave. Thank you. I got my people in front of me.
Yeah, it's super interesting. So one of the things that I think about our support center, we keep up with who's the PIC, who's the decision maker,
who's the owner.
Who's the owner? Wow, imagine if we added a front-end champion, right? RX champion. Imagine when the pharmacy techs are calling with, and we do preventive calls. We call them even they're not calling us and said, hey, this month, one thing we want to get up is who's your front-end champion, right? Who do we need to talk to and send stuff to that's related to the front end? That may not be the owner of the PIC. If we send a webinar and say, hey, owner, there's a webinar on front-end deal stuff, it may just, oh, yeah, okay. But if we had that champion, so that's a cool. You earned your time, earned your money today.
Phew, I was worried.
Yeah.
So have a meeting, have a town hall meeting with all your champions, whether it's virtual, and let them go at it. The networking will be crazy good. And when you get a bunch of champions in one room, it's magic as far as what they're going to talk about. And you're going to go, holy moly. And once you call somebody a champion, it's like putting somebody on a committee. You ever been put on a committee? My old boss, when we thought we were losing a customer, we used to put him on a committee. And then the person would stay. Oh, they need me. They need me. When my job was to get people to switch wholesalers, I'd get that person to make the switch, and just before I get a phone call, oh, Gabe, I can switch. Such and such wholesaler called me. They want me to be on a committee, and gosh, they need me. So I can't switch. So I'm not asking you to fool these champions, but once you're the champion, let them be the champion. Have a meeting just for them, and build their cape.